Chasing Tales, Episode 46, Love and Robots.
Welcome back. This week, Bayard moves closer to Pink's heart with each move. Will he win her over? Will Cyric use his distraction to his advantage? Or will he keep his word? Let's find out.
In heaven, Gabriel sits, leaning on the great horn in the courtyard of Noid's meditation hall. He picks at the fringe on his robe and thinks about what he is doing.
I've always done the right thing. I think being in charge would be the right thing. But Mistress Gloriana...
Whispering her name gives him a tingle. He could almost smell her next to him. When she was in power, he would gladly give way to her. He felt the absence of their love for so long after they were imprisoned. He felt numb for so long when it faded. Today, he felt alive again, near her. It's true, she wasn't complete, but there was enough of her there, enough of Gloriana. It made him miss being able to have access to the throne all the time. That's something the new Godhead would never have allowed unless summoned. Gabriel looks at his crystal. It's Lachesis.
Lachesis, how may I help you?
I would like to show you something. Could you come to my office, please?
On my way.
Gabriel takes wing and flies to the park. He hated porting. Flying made him feel free. He savours the wind on his face. He remembers what it had been like before. He had been able to go anywhere, but now they were confined to heaven. Only the drop-ins did Earth jobs now. He touched ground in the park and stuck his tongue out at the statue of Michael before going inside. Lachesis looks up when he enters. He felt, of all the captives, he could trust Lachesis to be the most honest. She was the most likely to tell him if he asked her outright.
Wind's good today?
Yes, pleasant and brisk. Sorry you had to wait.
I don't mind. We haven't caught up in a while.
Gabriel looks at her with a sidelong glance.
I've only just got the table back to normal, and things get complicated. I thought as the highest ranking angel, you might like to know what is coming. I can show you several outcomes to help you strategize better.
Gabriel nods graciously.
So, are you telling me there's a rebellion coming?
Lachesis waves her hand over the table, with no reaction to his words.
This is a view of what happens if Ald returns.
She places his hand on 3 of the strands in the long-running table. He zooms into the space. He is standing in the throne room of the Terrans. Ald bursts into the room as a ball of light. Lucy returns to herself, and Jesus begins to glow. Doves fly from his aura, and there is a blast of energy. When the light subsides, they are gone. Ald and his family move together. The 4 chief angels appear around him. He watches himself as he bows before Ald and Jesus, and goes to his knees before Gloriana. He kisses her hand. She lays her other hand on him, and all his doubts fade. He feels a wash of feeling that weakens his resolve. He is in love again. Lachesis pulls his hand away. He weeps quietly as the feeling of love fades again. She touches him sympathetically.
This is the future if Cyric makes war on us.
Gabriel looks at her quizzically.
Cyric?
Just humour me.
She takes his hand again and splays his fingers out on a different set of threads. Cyric's army comes over the horizon in the human world. Large robots blow buildings and humans away, with no thought for the loss. Soon everything is in ruins. His orders were to farm Void, and the bloody robots did just that. The angels are chained together, lined up, and helpless to stop him. They are forced to watch as Cyric's army destroys everything they guard and guide. The pain of those souls being wiped out hangs with him like heartburn. He taps his chest with his fist to try and dislodge the burning feeling.
Have a glass of water. Are you all right?
Gabriel drinks and paces round the room. He hesitates, then walks to the table where she stands. She puts his hand on a knot in the threads. It's important because it terminates the whole table into a single point.
And this is what happens if the Terrans stay in power.
The current Godhead has won, and the angels and demons lay down their arms as he appears in glory on the battlefield. He casts a spell. A wave of energy emanates from him, spreading out to every corner of the battlefield that was once heaven in the clouds. As the wave touches them, they disintegrate. Gabriel winces in pain as his wings shred and he loses consciousness. Lachesis folds her sweater to put under his head. She brushes his hair away from his face as he lies unconscious. After a while, he comes around.
Can these outcomes be changed?
All these things are true. You may be the deciding factor in how it all ends. Are you with us or against us?
It depends on which side you're on.
In your heart, you must know.
Gabriel feels anxiety running through him. He suddenly needs the sky. He turns to her.
Thank you.
Without another word, he bolts from the room to get outdoors and on the wing. He has thinking to do. Thane walks in and seems light-hearted.
Do you think he bought it?
Only time will tell, my friend.
The next morning, Pink wakes and stretches in the blankets. She looks over onto the table beside the bed, and there is a note with a single red rose. Pink pulls the card and reads it.
Let's take a walk again today if you have time, my firefly. Truly, Bayard.
Pink smiles to herself. They had talked into the night, and some part of her had not wanted him to go. She smells the rose and brushes it against her skin tenderly. Cyric bursts through the door. Jack stops him and they talk. She can't make out what they're saying. Curiosity grips her. She rises, dresses, and goes to find out.
Oh, Pink, just who I was here to see.
Good morning, boys.
Someone is in a good mood.
Now stop, Jack. Nothing happened. We talked, that's all. Cyric, did you need something from me?
Tannic, just let me know your body is ready.
It's early, but I'll take it. You coming, Jack?
No, I have another commitment today.
Now it was Pink's turn to nudge knowingly. Jack blushed.
I look forward to seeing what the new duds will do. Have fun.
Before we go, this is your last chance to remove the tattoo. Should we go back to my place and have a look?
Oh, yeah. Will you come hold my hand, Jack?
Jack checks his watch.
Sure, I have time.
They walk to his cottage. They pick up Talon along the way. In the cottage, the table and screen are set up as before. He goes into the back to get his kit on. After a few minutes, he returns and looks over the tattoo. Pink lies still.
I hate to tell you this, or maybe I don't, but the curse has been removed.
But how?
Brandish.
Yeah, I think that's how he flooded your mind with memories.
Probably to escape knowing him. Well, that's that, I guess.
Pink slides behind the screen and dresses. When she comes out, she notices Cyric is sitting with his head down.
Jack, you ready?
We'll see you when you get back.
Alright, see you later. Are you alright, Cyric?
I guess.
Alright then, let's get to it. I want to be ready for the plan and test out the new body.
In the villa, Sin and Otto sit quietly working.
Are you staying because you don't see yourself doing anything but Shepard's classwork?
You know, it's all I've ever wanted.
I respect that. Without freed, you'll probably be reinstated as if nothing happened.
Why don't you want to stay?
I want more than what I'm being offered. I think a move into another system will give me that chance.
You know we'll never see each other again.
Not necessarily. Pink may find a way for us.
You have more faith in Pink than the old ways.
I suppose I do.
Have they planted enough doubt to tempt Gabriel away from their plans? Will Theric keep his word? Will Bayard distract Pink into error? Stay tuned for the next interesting episode of Chasing Tales, episode 47. Pinky's got a brand new bag.
Thanks for coming back to watch. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and be sure to share with a friend. Subscribe so you don't miss an episode. Like and comment, it really helps. Now it's time to thank the butter makers. Each one of you is special to me. Thank you. I play the announcer, Thane, and Kevin. The Ginger Ranger, he narrates. Mr. Blue Skies plays Gabriel. Viper Sword performs Lachesis, and Alamo voices Bayard. Lamented Guide as Jack and Talon, and the Gingerbread Man, he voices Cyric. Creeper plays Otto, and Pink plays herself, and Sin. All music and sound effects are borrowed from YouTube, except for the guns. They come from Creeper. This is an original production, written and produced by Pink Salmon. The Gingerbread Man is the Weller Man and story advisor. We hope you've enjoyed the story so far, and if you'd like to support the project, you may donate to the link in the description. Cheers, bud.